A security expert and CEO, Beacon Security and Intelligence, Dr. Kabiru Adamu, joins me on the News 4 Perspective. Good to have you join us.
Thank you. Good evening.
So, flying Russian flags in Nigeria, what does it connote and what is the implication?
So it depends on the intent. Russia is a country that maintains diplomatic relations with Nigeria. A very long one at that. There has been a history of diplomatic exchanges, both political, economic, cultural, social, between Russia and Nigeria. So both countries maintain representation at different levels. Now, if the intention is one establishing that friendliness, then I doubt if it's anyone who flies that country's Russian flag is committing any offense. If, however, the intention of holding that flag is to suggest, for instance, that Russia does what happened in neighboring conflicts like Niger, Mali, and Burkina Faso, then yes, there is an act of treason there. But I would like to emphasize that because we're in a democracy, only a competent court of jurisdiction can determine whether the intention is friendly or the intention is one that suggests, for instance, a call for change of government. And so to that extent, I would like to perhaps advise our security agencies to remember that their role is law enforcement. Their role, especially for the intelligence agencies, is to gather intelligence and support the judicial arm of government in prosecution. It is not, I guess, in their place to make pronouncements that suggest as if they've already determined the guilt of a Nigerian who is waving the flag.
In the context of this particular process, we understand that the idea allegedly was calling for a regime change. I would want to know, or Nigerians would want to know the implication of that. But let's also look at the response of the CDS. Is raising the threat level enough? What other strategies would you, advise that they deploy?
So I would, again, like I said earlier on, I would like to call for some caution. We are in a democratic setting, and where interpretations are given to actions, especially one that has judicial ramifications by persons who are not within the judicial arm of government, then something is wrong there. Our democracy lies on the checks and balances that are instituted within the arms. And so it's very important that we become a little bit cautious. Again, the role of the security agencies is law enforcement or the gathering of intelligence. It is now left for them to take what they have to a competent court of jurisdiction to determine guilt or not.
Thank you so much for your time. Always a pleasure to have you on. Security expert and CEO, Beacon Security and Intelligence, Dr. Kabiru Adamu.
Thank you for having me.